Welcome to this blog,
Thank you.
Chilling Bles. It's good to have you on this side show of the first feed fodder event. We welcome you to introduce yourself and introduce Bles Dairies as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for having me on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Tsajling Bles.
Yes.
I'm the managing director of Bles Dairies
Yeah.
East Africa.
Mm-hmm.
So with Bles Dairies East Africa, our main goal is
Uh-huh.
to improve the profitability of dairy farmers
Yes.
in Kenya specifically.
Mm-hmm.
So how we do that is mainly through three business lines.
Mm-hmm.
First business line is dairy farm essentials. So that is,
Mm-hmm.
for example, genetics, imported genetics. It is locally produced fodder,
Mm-hmm.
but also other animal health and animal nutrition products.
Mm-hmm.
The second business line that we have is fodder contracting services.
Mm-hmm.
We have a subsidiary in Nondorotto.
Yeah.
So with fodder contracting services, we basically have the machinery. And for farmers who have, let's say, 50 or 100 acres, they don't have the machines. They can hire us to produce high quality fodder.
Mm-hmm.
And the third, and that is really to support also these two businesses, is what we call farm management support.
Mm-hmm.
So with farm management support, we also make sure that the high quality inputs are resulting into quality output. That is more milk, but also better milk.
Yes.
Yeah.
So regarding your outreach, Bles Dairies East Africa.
Yeah.
What is your outreach then in the region?
So we are at the moment mainly active in, it's called East Africa.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Yes.
we are at the moment mainly active in Kenya.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you talk about outreach, we are nationwide, or I always say nationwide, wherever dairy is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that means we are based in the Rift Valley in Eldoret. That's also where we started. But we are also active in Mount and Central Kenya, all these regions
Yes.
where dairy is. Yeah.
So regarding Nadroto, which is the production side and contracting side of your business,
Correct.
tell us a little bit more of what it entails. I'm very interested to hear about especially what you're doing with contracting.
Sure.
And how you work with the local farmers.
Sure,
Yeah.
that is it's also an interesting story. So Nondorotto was founded in 2010, also by a local family, a local Kenyan family, and they started with having one tractor and a plow, also to support farmers in the region of Eldoret. That business that grew, okay. It was supported by SNV, I believe, in 2015-16, and they were one of the first ones which introduced the maize train
Yes.
concept, okay.
Yes.
They imported a harvester from the Netherlands, and in that way they could produce quality silage also at scale for farmers. So the maize train is a harvester with also transport tractors with tippers and a tractor for compaction, okay, to produce high quality fodder. So with Bles Dairies, we have been in Kenya since 2017, and we very quickly identified that one of the largest challenges was the quality and affordability of fodder, okay, and a big aspect is of course mechanization. That's why we also have decided since 2019 we started a partnership with Nondorotto where we came in as a majority shareholder and investor to support the business. Okay, and of course the main things that we do is to help farmers with mechanization. Okay, and so a farmer has a 50 or 100 acres. They don't have the right tractors, planters, forage harvesters, and they can hire Nondorotto to produce the quality fodder. So over time, 2019, Nondorotto was doing around 1,500 acres. But over time, we grew. Last year, I think it was 4,500 acres harvested. And this year, we have invested also again. It is around 6,500, 7,000 acres of maize silage harvest that we do for farmers who need our machinery. So that makes quite a big impact on the dairy sector.
And that sounds like the uptick of commercial fodder is really picking up in Kenya.
Yeah.
You come from a farming community in the north of Holland, and you've also worked in the Middle East. How do you see Kenya growing, the feed fodder sector growing?
Yeah, so in the end, the largest challenge that the Kenyan dairy sector still faces, okay, is cost of production. We always ask ourselves the question, why is Kenya still importing milk? Okay, but you need to look at the profitability and the business case of the farmer. Okay, if you go there, you see that in a lot of cases, farmers are getting a milk price of, let's say, 40, 45 shillings. But if you look at the feed cost per liter, it's around the same. Farmers don't make money. That's why it's so hard for them also to grow. And to change that, we need to do something about the feed cost. And if you look at feed, you mainly need to look at fodder. Okay, so in that way, there's a very big opportunity. Okay, for Kenya, looking at the total livestock market, to bring that feed cost down, make it more available to farmers at a high quality.
Yes.
Okay, so that is what we are trying to do as a company. Last year we have launched a project together with Biofoods and Lato, which was called Climate Resilient Roughage Production, with the main aim to reduce the feed cost, especially fodder cost for farmers, but also to produce that more sustainable.
Yes.
And that also kickstarted for us our commercial silage operations. So not only the contracting sides, but also to produce silage ourselves and sell it, to the market for farmers who, for example, don't have land. Okay, so when a farmer has land, they can use our contracting services. When they don't have land, we should provide them with a cost-effective, high-quality solution. Okay, which allows them to increase their production and their profitability.
Yes.
Yeah.
We now have a national alliance for Kenya feed and fodder activity. What would be your appeal for you to be able to get over the challenge of the high cost of production? What would you want to suggest? Yeah,
so I think we already made some big steps ourselves, okay, because we want to be vertically integrated, okay, so that you can produce fodder at scale, okay, at low cost, and also invest in sustainability, that you can get higher yields with lower input cost, in the end to reduce the cost per kilo.
Yeah.
What we really need also from the sector, of course, you know, of agriculture, that has very long working capital cycles, okay?
Yeah.
That means that access to finance, and especially affordable finance, is still a big one.
Yeah.
Because if we would like to finance our business, to plant the seed until we sell it, it can take between 6 and 12 months, sometimes even 18 months before we sell it all. If you work with interest rates over 15%, this is becoming more expensive.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's access to affordable finance. That is one. I think second of all is also how we look into making it easier for agricultural contracting companies or for agricultural machinery to produce.
Yeah.
Okay, so our business, for example, with Nondroto is VAT exempt.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we pay VAT on diesel. Okay, so we cannot claim that back. Okay, those things. If I think there is some room for optimization there.
Yes.
That really can help the sector.
Yeah.
There, and in the end it is about reducing the feed cost per liter, of reducing the feed cost overall, with quality fodder and feeds to reduce the cost per liter for the farmer, so that the farmer can make money.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how we help the sector.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you can use the national feed fodder alliance.
Yeah.
To present some of these issues.
Yes.
Yeah. So I wish you all the best.
Yeah.
As you participate in this event.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for attending to this product.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.